Welcome back to The ProductioneerDude. We are going to be continuing Chemically Bonded. So, if you recall in the last part, Naomi finally spilled the beans. She finally told us what was going on between her and Kiyoko. Like, oh my god, you guys don't know how long it took last time to, find that out. I even decided, to split what was supposed to be just one part last time into two, because it would have been way too long otherwise. So, Naomi wants us to help her, get back with Kiyoko, or at least be able to talk to her. So we're going to see if Jeongin can manage to do this, and I honestly hope he can. Life breathes through the corridor as the day begins, marking the ever-moving world into the depths of my mind. Every day, the same thing happens. Arriving at class, watching everyone around me live their lives as I sit patiently, waiting for the day to begin. Recently, though, changes to my routine have shaped my own thoughts and opinions on the unhalted space around me. Set on a task to reshape the lives of two girls, to bring them together again. Maybe now the school life I've been waiting for all this time is about to be put into effect. Oh, what up, Kiyoko? Tapping on my shoulder, Kiyoko calls out to me from behind just to step in front as I turn my head. She sure has no qualms about personal space, but calling her out on it would be besides the point. If it's her, who am I to complain? Good morning, Kiyoko. I don't think we're skipping today. After missing out yesterday, it's no doubt that I'm coming today. That, and I'd promised Naomi that I'd do my best to talk to her. Neither of them deserves to face the anguish of their severed bonds. They shouldn't have to look back at old memories. Why wouldn't I go?
Because you didn't come yesterday. But I'm happy.
Yeah, by the way, I'm sorry about that, Kiyoko. Yet again, class ends at the sound of the lunch bell, with people around withdrawing themselves from their seats to head off to get some grub. It's a tenacious routine, but it's something I can't help but join. I'm hungry too. The cafeteria, as usual, is brimming with the alleged social customs building the foundation of modern school life. Eating, chatting, the sorts. Me, someone who eats alone, doesn't fit with the painting laid out ahead. A canvas of the Japanese youth. Times like these make me wonder exactly what it does Kiyoko gets up to at lunch? Okay. I don't know if that grammatically made sense. Spending time with her would probably be pretty enjoyable. I've never seen her eat lunch here. Perhaps in the end, asking her would be a good idea. Particularly if I'm to help out Naomi. Heading to the vending machines, sunlight strikes my eyes from the panes across the room. Leaves bustling about on the now blooming trees. Spring has come fast. My hand, lifted up towards the buttons of the machine, is quickly stopped by another, slender, smooth hand. A small note tucked inside its grip.
Hello, mother. Take this and be quiet.
Oh, well, hello, Naomi. Sure. Sneaked up to my side, Naomi slips the thin piece of paper into my own grip, all the while avoiding to match her soft skin with mine. No skinship here. That is not allowed in this game. From giving her my phone before, I sure know she takes good care of herself. Alright, huffing, Naomi turns and walks away in spite of my existence. She really doesn't like being seen with me. Mashing the button for a soda, I lift the note placed in my hand with the uttermost of care, despite it being from Naomi, a very careless girl. Oh. How's progress going? Text me later. Assuming she means with Kiyoko and not my own endeavors to keep track on my journey through life. Stupid. She sure is impatient. We'd only discussed this yesterday. Yeah, give me some time, please. I'm not a miracle worker. Nevertheless, the scrawling before me is soulful enough to show her feelings. Just how much Kiyoko means to her. If it wasn't for yesterday, I'd still see her as a bit of a witch. Now, though, I want to make her happy too. Despite tasks by Naomi to track down Kyoko's past, Kyoko's feelings, enjoying the science club itself is something I've come to do. There doesn't need to be a reason for me to go.
Okay, class, make sure to finish writing up your notes. You all have a test next week. It'll be on economics too. So make sure to read up on Mr. Kabir's work.
Lethargically cleaning his desk, the teacher's own impatience to leave the class spreads like wildfire through the students around the room. It really is time to leave. Luckily for me, my day has only just started. Time to head to the club. Let's go. Within the corridor resides a small girl with a mischievous grin plastered on her face. I wonder what she's doing here. No, wait, that's Kiyoko.
Hey,
What's the matter?
you're thinking weird stuff, aren't you?
I mean, not really. Hanging around her, I'm used to the feeling of being lost in thought. From admiring the energy within her heart, to wanting to mend that very beating soul. The situation now only just ratifies it. Nah, I'm just thinking about how much I'm gonna go to the club.
Well, you didn't come yesterday, so you should be.
Alright, yeah, fair enough, honestly. She's still upset about that.
Anyway, let's go.
Yeah. Speeding to the end of our conversation, Kyoko twirls around to face the direction of the science lab, flicking her now down flowing hair through the air. That's a tongue twister. I'm not sure when she undid her ponytail, or why. Joining her on our brisk walk to the club room, I can't help but feel the action is routine. Despite only becoming a member this week, and albeit skipping the club too, I can only feel that we're getting used to each other. Inside the lab, as dusty as ever, warmth embraces us as we bask in the afternoon light. Kyoko's cheeks rosy as she stands, eyes out towards the window with a smile.
Isn't science beautiful?
That's a tree.
Biology is a science too.
Like that. Oh man, science is so beautiful. Kyoko, that's a tree. That's like meme material. The only memories I have of biology is giggling at the pictures of genitals in our middle school textbooks. Same. Say what you will, but we've all done it. Still, Kyoko pouts before me with her cheeks puffed out, probably due to my lack of knowledge. It's ridiculously cute. Turning to sort out yet another experiment, Kiyoko gets at it whilst I continue to watch nature flow past the window, beyond me. It's a hard concept to grasp, but the world itself truly flows without a care. A river of repose. Like life, all it comes down to is embracing the beauty laid out, manifest before our eyes. Rather than focus on the tasks set out upon me, I'd rather appreciate what I have here. Being able to spend time in a science club with Kiyoko.
There's something I need to ask you.
Times like these are only momentary. What is it? Her voice unsteady only paints the picture for what's about to come. Inside, I know she's thinking the same thing. The same person.
You were with her yesterday, weren't you?
Uh-oh. Wait, how did you know? Oh. She must have seen, or she must have, looked for us after class yesterday, right? Thinking, oh, I'm gonna make sure he goes home, and then she probably saw us go with Naomi.
Naomi?
Masked in an untypical sadness, the happy and carefree face I'm so used to seeing looks towards me, tears welling up in her eyes. There's no point denying now, but knowing she's this upset over my decision. I should have expected it. Huh, how did you know?
The lab looks over the school entrance.
Okay, that, see, I knew it. She would have looked for us after school at the very least.
You two were there yesterday, together.
Even for that brief time we wandered around the school, Kiyoko had still saw us. So much for, I just don't want to be seen talking to you.
Has she been bothering you too?
Rather than chastise me for my actions, knowing how much Naomi's actions had hurt her, instead she brushes them aside. Kiyoko opting to continue under the presumption of Naomi's own actions against her.
I didn't want to be involved. She was a friend to me, but things have changed. I don't really want to get into it.
As if confirming Naomi's words, Kyoko's eyes swell with woe as her tears hang at their tipping point. Jitters still engross her body's movements as she looks onward towards me. Teeth biting her nails, her lips tremble against her face, nothing more than a frown. I don't want to see her like this. Kiyoko. Their past, all evident in their own words, is becoming clearer to me day by day. Both girls so heavily affected by the events which transpired between them. Seeing Kiyoko so distraught, it makes it easier to understand Naomi's pain. Their pain. Wiping her eyes dry, clearing her sadness, Kiyoko puts a smile as she brings her hands to her chest to feign a recovery.
Don't worry, it's nothing.
Could be that she's caught onto my subdued aura, but she's trying her best to avoid talking about it. No matter what, they haven't gotten over what's happened, and I don't think Kiyoko will be telling me anytime soon, despite Naomi's pleas. Still, seeing them both embraced by sorrow, it's hard not to want to help them. I want to make things right again. The story of both girls, in reality, hurt by their own friendship. Naomi and the others didn't want Kyoko to lose her race. They weren't doing it to spite her. No matter all the faults within their plan, there's nothing that casts doubt upon theirs and Naomi's feelings towards her. They cherished her. Maybe now it's clear exactly what I want to do at this school. Rather than help myself, I want to restore their bonds. This is my ambition. This is what will make me happy.
Anyway, we should get to work on science.
Pushing the topic aside, Kyoko stands with her fists clenched tight with a not so believable, but still cute smile. For now, ignoring the topic is ideally the best thing to do in this situation. I don't want to see her hurt any longer. However, ignoring my responsibilities isn't the solution to this problem. At some point, we're going to have to face it together as a trio. Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. When it comes down to it, I'm just as much of a member of the science club as she is. More so, I'm her friend.
It's okay. Really.
But I want to at least contribute. Come on. With her signature smile, a cute and poised curling of her lips, Kyoko looks on at me from ahead. If there's one thing I could say, it's that I'm truly glad I've gotten to know her.
For me, just you being here is enough.
Okay, another end of segment? I don't know what to call these. Like segments? Because that usually means alright, it's time to move on. Although I think it might just be end of the day. Because you see these scenarios and then you see the phone. Oh wait, we're on to Act 2. Oh. Alright, we're finally beginning. Okay. So, what's going to happen in Act 2? Oh, we're on the bus again? Alright. Passing my eyes in a flash, the buildings in the distance move one by one through my vision as I watch them, in a state close to tranquility. The train, rocking slowly from side to side, screeching as it closes in on another stop. Sparing myself the long walk home isn't a bad treat from time to time, and after a busy week, the room for thought is a bonus too. Here I am, mulling over the relationship of two girls I really only just met. All I can do is bask in the glistening sunlight hitting me through the windows of the small metal box and reflect on the challenges now before me. Despite these challenges, putting myself out for them is ultimately the choice I chose to make. Being privy to their sadness was enough to rope me in. Enough to call out my heart. Or call to my heart. Seeing Naomi's tears hang from her glassy blue eyes, dripping down across her soft cheeks, it's a sight that moved anyone. Literally speaking anyway, given her popularity. Despite it, staring back at myself in her glossed ocean eyes was a clear picture of her true nature. A girl who truly cared about her friend. Forcing her to live a life of self-loathing and regret. I couldn't do that. All I could do is hope she's willing to open up to me to help herself. Regardless of her hostilities, I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy spending time with her. Continuing on its journey, the carriage rocks once more as commuters finish boarding and the doors close tightly behind them. Standing up, I move towards the doors to get ready to get off at the next stop. It's pedantic, but being able to leave before everyone else is a routine I've ingrained within my mind. A mind currently preoccupied with the thoughts of schoolgirls bearing thigh-highs and sports shorts.
What the hell?
Spending time with them has really gotten to me. Fan service aside, yeah, please. The path to healing their bonds is shrouded by the hardship of confusion and lack of knowledge. To get them closer to one another, perhaps it's up to me to get closer to them. Having made manifest the ties between Naomi and Kiyoko, their connected past, all that needs to be done is to follow through on my promise.
I want you to help me.
Help you with what? You just said you were jealous of me.
I never said that. I just said that I was upset. I want you to change her opinion of me, so she'll talk again.
Okay, reflecting on the tears streaming from Naomi's eyes amidst her cries of passion, there was only one thing I could do in that moment. Accept them. She held a sad expression, but it was enough to sell me to her true self. Turning her down wasn't a decision I could make. If there's one thing she truly cares about, it's Kiyoko. To learn about their past means being a part of their future. Whether they like it or not, I'm going to have to truly get to know them. As much as Naomi wants me to convince Kiyoko to befriend her again, getting her to accept her own mistakes is another part of the challenge. Spending time with them is really the only way to do it. It's not like I can complain though. Hanging around with cute girls is every guy's dream. Being a member of the science club helps. It's not as if Naomi is going to be too hostile if she actually wants to cooperate. Now it's probably the best time to get in touch with one of them. I can imagine the choices right before my eyes. Kiyoko or Naomi. Maybe I do spend too much time playing visual novels. Alright, anyway, dipping my hand into my pocket. Yeah, I find my phone. Okay, so the week's thoughts wash over me as I make my move to give Naomi a call. As brash as she lets herself off to be, inside Naomi faces a pain she can no longer bear. Having witnessed her true self, okay. Yeah. Let's get to it. Yeah, I want you to help me. Okay. With my eyes glued to the screen, I idly stare towards the call button, ready to get things underway. Establishing that she doesn't exactly dislike me, I don't feel exactly like throwing my self-esteem off the edge of a cliff. On the other end, not taking the steps to bring her and Kiyoko together would be wasting everyone's time. I can't walk away from this. Oh, call Naomi or Kiyoko. Oh. What? Naomi, call me. Naomi. Pick up, bitch. I'm just kidding. Dialing Naomi's number, the feelings inside me well up as her phone continues to ring. Sorry, I'm still laughing at when I called her. The hair along my arm raising against a cool breeze from the window in anticipation. Knowing Naomi's feelings towards Kiyoko, it can't be that hard to find a place we can get started from. To find something to work towards.
Hello?
Hi, how are ya? Yeah, hey Naomi.
No, it's just you.
What? Were you expecting someone else? You do have me as a contact, right? Or am I just a random number?
I do. But I entered your name in as dumbass.
Wow.
So I didn't know who it was for a second.
Hey, nice contact name, by the way.
Hearing your voice, though, confirms it.
It's Jeongin.
What a lovely name.
You're joking, right?
I see hanging around the science club has made you a little smarter. But really, I'm glad you called. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Bearing witness to such a sudden shift in personality is jarring, sure. But it's something I've come to expect now that I'm starting to get to know her. So, what do you want to say? Tell me now. Knowing her, she's not going to end up saying something like, "Why are you such an idiot?"
Fight! Why are you such an idiot?
You thought, Jeongin.
What do you intend to do with Kiyoko? Changing someone's opinion isn't exactly easy. I know.
At least in part, it wasn't wholly about just insulting me. Still, she's right. The entire purpose of calling her was to talk about the challenges before us. Turning our backs on them isn't the solution to everyone's problems. I want her to understand you.
Understand? Me?
No matter how much she knows about you, after being friends for so long, it's going to take more to really show her what you're feeling right now. It's understandable how she turned you away. People have those feelings at first. But I can tell Kiyoko is just as upset about this as you are. I want to show her how much you mean to each other.
Really?
Really?
We can talk about this more tomorrow. I don't want you to mess this up. Meet me at the station tomorrow at 9.
You're really going to make plans for me like that?
What? It's not like you're going to be doing anything.
So I assume it's a weekend, right? She's right.
Then it's settled.
Despite forcing it upon me, in the end it was something I was planning to ask. Meeting each other in our own time will give me the freedom to resolve their pains more leniently. To have more of an opportunity to understand their past. Naomi's feelings towards Kiyoko are unshifting. It's understandable, and somewhat saddening, becoming privy to her own inner guilt. It gives me more of a reason to help them. It's not like Kiyoko doesn't feel for her either.
You better not think of this as some sort of a date either. If you do, I think I might throw up a little.
Even if she's stamping on my feelings, I'm willing to accept it as an innocent jab. She's now at least happy enough to invite me out and not throw the fact that people will see us together in my face. It's not exactly something you do for someone you hate.
I'll see you tomorrow. Right?
Sure, see you tomorrow, Naomi. She at least had the courage to use my name this time. No matter what happens, I can probably enjoy spending time with her. Yeah, we'll see. Oh yeah, so it was a weekend. Saturday. Because I don't know if it said the time of day on the last time it showed the phone and the time thing. Because I have terrible memory when it comes to that stuff. Anyway, casting itself down upon me, a warmth tender against my skin beams down from above me as the morning sun shines ahead. Each step down the street ahead, adding a mild yet fitting pattern of footsteps echoing out into the surrounding world. Having known that it's more than likely she'd still find time to train for our rendezvous, meeting her here seemed like the better option, despite agreeing to meet at the station. With enough luck, she'll be finished in no time. All of her usual chirpy self ready to beckon me along throughout the day. I have a feeling that she can't wait to see me. Almost on cue, as if it were scripted, vibrations chime from deep within my pocket. A sure sign that someone's calling me. As long as it's not anything I need to take responsibility for, it'd be good to see who is even calling me right now. Yeah, okay. What's up, Naomi? Okay, answer the call. Oh my god, can I reject? Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Maybe in another video we can do, like, decisions I didn't do. Alright. Pick up! Naomi, I'm not calling you. Oh. Yeah, I won't call you a bitch again, I'm sorry. You seem awfully cheerful.
Really? Maybe because it's just such a nice day. You know, the train station is really lovely. I might get into train spotting.
What, really? The Abukuma Express line doesn't really offer much to look at.
No? Who do you think I am? Some sort of weird loser?
Wait, you're at the station?
Took you long enough.
Following silent, one can only assume Naomi had hung up. Given the switch to touchscreens in this digital age, it's disheartening to think that she hadn't slammed the phone down in a cliched tsundere manner. Yeah, insert the sound effect there. Then again, the fact she hung up in and of itself is more than worrying too. I can only fear that the wrath is to come, but nevertheless, I can't keep her waiting. Yeah, hurry up. She'll beat me up before I even stand up. Rocking side to side, the carriage gently sways as the wheels hit the tracks. The sounds of clanks and grinding of metal seeping through the ajar gaps of open windows. Besides these mundane noises, silence flows through the train, caressing its only inhabitants, me and Naomi. You'd think that I'd be more busy at this time of day, but fate has never been the one to sway in my favor. Before me, Naomi stares on with a disgruntled glare, a look of aggression as clear as day, coating her agitated face. Part of me wants to go over there and poke her cheeks, but yeah, you're gonna get your finger broken, bruh. She must be pretty upset or even disgusted to have chosen to sit on the opposite side of the train. What's the matter? Something wrong?
You're the matter.
What? Yeah, what have I done? I wouldn't be surprised if she came out with existing as an answer. Yeah.
Maybe it's because you're an idiot. It takes a real dumbass to wait around for me at school, even though I told you I'd be here.
Okay, you know what? I am gonna give her that one. Jeongin, she said the station, but why did you decide to go to the school? That's all I gotta say. So, fine, I'll give her this one. I thought you'd be in training. With an increasing scowl coated across her face, her residual beauty still shines through her aggressive expression. Despite these heated moments hardly scathing her, it's a fact that Naomi has an emotive personality. One that really takes things to heart.
Do you think it's easy for me standing around in broad daylight waiting for you to show up? People might think there's something going on.
Yet she's more than fine being here in person with me, regardless of her idea to go on this date in the first place. Compared to yesterday, she really has changed her tone, but all in all, this is just a facade to cover up her true emotions. The ones which still hold her past. Hey, I'm sorry.
For what?
For leaving you behind? Or, yeah, making you wait around, yeah. Yeah, I admit it. You were pretty stupid, Jeongin, and she does have the right to call you an idiot. You're stupid.
Stop acting different. You're creeping me out.
Alright, maybe it is different, but it's honest. To solve our problems with Kiyoko, we can't let things like this hinder our progress.
It's not as fun if you admit it.
Raising her head with a smile, Naomi's eyes meet mine in a characteristically cliched manner. If this were some sort of dating game, I'm sure she'd go in for the kiss any second now.
Ew.
What? You hear my monologue? Inner monologue?
You're thinking something weird again, aren't you? I can tell by your face.
As painful as it is, at least we're close enough to grasp each other's thoughts. Well, anyway, you want to talk about Kiyoko, right?
Right. But did we really have to go into town for it? I bet you're treating this as some sort of a date, aren't you?
Wait, was it her idea to go into town still, or Did Jeongin indirectly do it off camera? I'm confused. Of course not. Well, maybe a little bit, but in all honesty, it'd be hard to live without a working pair of nuts. An athletic girl like her probably has a strong kick, what with all the running. Yeah, there goes your children, bruh. Nevertheless, from spending time together, I can really say Asira is the popular girl she once was, and is still to the masses of mindless pupils around the school. To me, she's more of a cliched tsundere, or rather something along the lines of a friend. I can take some pride in that. Going into town was your idea anyway.
I guess you're right. Anyway, come on. The train is about to stop.
Right. Following her, I raise from the uncomfortable metro chairs. The shaking of the train throws me off balance as the carriage continues to rock in line with the tracks. The train continuing to a sharp stop.
Jeez, I heard the gymnastics team is looking for more members.
But what about the science club?
But what about the science club? You know I was only joking. Come on.
Exiting the train, I'm met with the sight of Naomi's hair dancing about in the now exposed wind. There's so much going on. I'm liking this already, though. This is funny. A sight of a girl turning her back on her past, only to be reaching her hands out towards it. Deep inside me, I can't help but follow her, despite her being the one looking to me for help. I want to give her the push to reach her goals. Alright, we in town. Embraced by the now expected passing of people, the rhythm of urban life and all that describe... Oh, wait. The rhythm of urban life and all that descriptive jazz. I stand with Naomi in the expanse around us. Did you really have to wear your gym uniform here? You complain about people seeing us, but you stick out like a sore thumb around here. You look like you work for some otaku cafe.
What the fuck?
And you look like a punching bag right now. But you don't see me complaining about it.
Damn. Her words, as sharp as ever, pierced through the very flesh of my self-esteem. There's no reason to punch me with hard-hitting talk like that.
You know, standing around here with you in the middle of a Saturday kinda makes me feel depressed.
Is it just the standing around or the fact that you're with me? Yes.
Maybe I'll think a little better after a coffee. I want to be able to talk about Kiyoko after all.
As she turns to face me, Naomi's expression reflects the same look of pensiveness I had expected to see. Her crystal blue eyes aim down and gloom towards the ground, as a faint blush creeps over her cheeks. A bomb which needs diffusing.
Let's get a move on.
Coming to find ourselves in the same contemporary cafe as our first endeavor into the wild urban world, Naomi quickly finds us a table for two. Her reflection skirting across the glossed reflective glass, embraced by the cityscape spanning the world outside. At this point, the feelings inside me all point themselves towards the same conclusion. She really doesn't care about whether we look like a couple or not. My breath steady, still waiting for her to comment on my own expression as I stare at my reflection in the window. What of contemplation.
What are you doing? Ugh, never mind. It's probably something weird anyway.
Since when was looking outside weird?
Since now. Be proud that you set a trend for idiots who fetishize glass paint.
Yeah, this glass paint looks so sexy. I was just looking at it. Definitely not my own reflection.
Anyway, let's take a seat. There's a lot to talk about.
Alright. Leading the way, Naomi edges her way through the cafe towards a small table tucked away in the corner. Whether that's to avoid us being seen or to find somewhere quiet would truly be a debate to discuss. Either way, with a sullen face looking on towards me, all I can think about is resolving your issues with Kiyoko. Silence surrounds us, captivating my very thoughts. Well? Raising her eyebrow, Naomi continues to gaze upon me like the art exhibit I really am to her. Whether that's due to me being an idiot, an ass, or anything in between, Naomi remains fascinated. Her ocean eyes glassy, looking onward towards me like two crystal headlights. What?
It's nothing.
Alright. Naomi, still remaining in a solemn state, continues to direct her eyes down towards the floor, caught in her own thoughts. As she brushes her long, burned hair gently with her slim fingers, her vision quickly meets mine as she raises her sunken head.
You have a plan to bring me and Kiyoko together, right?
I think so.
I've been thinking about it. It just seems hard to bring someone into it without giving them a clear idea.
Okay, you're right. I don't.
You!
Naomi, reversed as stern as ever, now peers deep in my eyes, waiting for an answer. Why do you think I'm here?
Because you're a weird stalker, just like the rest of them.
Given that she's the school's most popular student, it's clear that she obviously has trust issues. Well, you're quite...
Nope.
If I were you, I wouldn't finish that sentence.
attractive. Hey, if she heard that monologue, you're definitely getting beat up, bro. You're not coming home tonight. Look, still, I told you. I'll find a way.
You will.
You know, Kyoko's just like you. From what I've seen, Kyoko isn't exactly angry at her. In a way, she regrets the dissolution of her friendship too. That's why I want to bring them back together.
And why's that?
You were teammates, right? It's clear to me that you both regret your separation.
We went a bit beyond being teammates. It was pretty apparent that we were friends before that. We used to do everything together. A relationship that's hard to break. It's even harder to fix. Shopping, eating, laughing, crying. Everything I did was with her. Is it really going to be that easy?
I sullen, Naomi creeps her eyes downward to meet the floor, engrossed in her own misery and regrets. Her girl I'd once seen as bold and brash, the school's idol. Her true self is once again laying before me as I continue to listen to broken sniffles against the aura of the cafe around us. Her complexion now reddens, matches that of a blooming rose as she hides herself away, directing her watery eyes to the side. Even if it isn't easy, I told you I'd find a way, didn't I? You'd rather keep me at it too, rather than giving up, right? Even though, as it stands, I actually haven't done much yet. Kyoko means a lot to you. That means I have to try.
I guess you're right.
Can't stick your head in the sand and ignore the challenges before us, but it's not like we aren't facing them together. Reaching out across the small table between us, my hand rests upon Naomi's shoulder in condolence. A girl broken by her mistakes.
Don't touch me!
Stunned by the sudden change of personality, one I should have seen coming, my hand punches up away from her shoulder, only to be brought back down once again by her own.
It's okay. I appreciate it. I did drag you into this after all.
Your skin is pretty soft. Alright, boys. Top 10 moments taken before disaster. I just know it.
Psych!
Really? I try to take good care of it.
Okay, I was wrong. Meeting my eyes with hers, Naomi peers towards me with an out-of-character smile plastered across her face. Her lips, glossy, still moist from each tear which had meandered down her delicate face. Cute? Sure. Attractive, even. As odd as it may seem, this is a side of her I'm only just being allowed to see. The side shown to friends.
You can lift your hand up now.
Oh yeah, my bad. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Taking what appears to be a final sip of her coffee, Naomi's lips wrap around the cup as she slowly gulps down the last of it. Yeah, and then of course I just finished mine.
We should probably get going.
What, that's to reduce the chance of people seeing us?
That's the least of my concerns right now. You're not that bad.
Ending her sentence with a smile, Naomi leaves me with a sight of beauty to contrast the silken urban landscape behind her. A world of color clashing against a concrete jungle. Any old fan of hers would kill me if they saw us, so perhaps reducing that chance is actually a good thing. Being able to talk to her, to learn more about her, the story of how we got here is a puzzle in and of itself. Nevertheless, to see a smile like that, it can only make my day when compared to her sorrow state, surrounded by thoughts of Kiyoko. The thoughts of their relationship. Despite Kyoko's own feelings, tapping into the power of their bond is still going to be a challenge. A minefield of misunderstandings and misintentions. That's kind of nice, I guess. The fact that she's able to warm up to me, being able to talk to me like this, that's the nicer fact.
I'm still not sitting next to you on the train, though.
Well, fair enough. You know, it's still COVID season, yo. We gotta keep our distance. Although I don't know how far apart they are when it comes to a cross. Alright, now it is Sunday. So that previous day has ended. So I want to talk to one of them, whether that's the energetic brunette scientist I've become accustomed with, or the brass and cute Sunday I've agreed to help out. Wouldn't really mind. getting a chance to speak to any girl like this on the weekend is a thing of value in itself, I guess. And yeah. So let me see. I assume it's gonna be another choice. Let me just save. Because it will probably tell me, like, do you want to talk to Naomi today, or do you want to talk to Kiyoko this time? Just knowing it. Wait, at the end of the day, as much as she'd hate to admit it, Naomi is my friend too. Seeing those tears only hurts us both. Hang on. So, it's only thing that it's easy as a phone call to spend a day with the school's top idol while retorting my dumbass jokes with their own.
You know, it's customary to buy drinks for the girl.
Alright. That's only stereotypically true on dates anyway, unless that's what you consider this.
Yeah, boy.
What? No! I could probably have a better time on my own than with you anyway.
Wait, her expression is different here and there. Wait, I don't know. I don't know what that's all about. Well, I don't know how to interpret that.
I didn't mean it like that, you idiot!
I don't think we saw that in the actual scene, did we? Okay, so now it's asking me, like, who do I want to call? Actually, can I message them instead, or... Wait, Kyoko, answer my text! Help me! Okay, I don't know. Alright, we'll call Kiyoko this time, because let's always get both of them, you know? Like we said before, we're on a mission to restore their friendship. So yeah, Kyoko's name stands out brightly on the screen before my eyes, urging me on to give it her a call? Sure. Okay. What do we gotta say? Kyoko, pick up! Hello? Okay, there you go. The sound soon quickly fades into breathing, short and raspy, somehow filled with timidity. Kyoko, you alright?
Yes, I'm fine. Hey!
Hey, what's up? You're supposed to say hey at the start of the greeting, you know?
Of course I do. I was just experimenting. That's what scientists do.
What kind of experiment was this?
Anyway, why did you call? Did you get an idea for an experiment?
Her voice beams with excitement, as if the idea of science was one of her kinks, even though it probably is. Why did you have to phrase it like kinks? I don't know. Like, or put the word kinks in there at all. Anyway, swearing weird thoughts, Kyoko clears a history of cherishing her friends, from her history with Naomi to me, the first and only recruit of the science club. It's not strange she'd get a hold with that importance. So why would I?
Because I thought you were fun. Still, you don't seem too keen on science. I'll have to teach you harder.
As if her passion itself has seeped through the line, my cheeks rise in a smile as I realize that she hasn't actually taught me, well, anything. I'm still dumb as a rock. Alright. How about teaching me after school tomorrow then?
Isn't that the point? We're not holding the club during lunch. I get hungry.
That's not what I'm suggesting. The lunch with Kyoko wouldn't actually be that bad, but I'd enjoy it. You know, as scientists, we have to do field work sometimes, right? Getting her out of the lab would probably give me a better chance to segue into the relationship, otherwise she'd be distracted. It's not like I don't want her to have fun, but I'd probably be safer away from all the Bunsen burners and weird chemicals she'd have up her sleeve.
That's a great idea. I've always wanted to try out my portable science kit. Well, I got it for Christmas when I was 8, but it still works, right?
Hey, maybe. I don't think a kid's story would be all that scientifically accurate. And you haven't used it in the past 10 years?
Why would I when there's a lab at home?
Wow. Whoever bought her that present. I'm so sorry. Well, anyway, I guess that's sorted then.
We don't have any chemicals to do stuff at school anyway. How about we go buy some too?
Sure. Walking around the city with yet another cute girl in the space of a week doesn't sound like a bad idea. Rather, I'd enjoy spending time with her outside of the club. Could still question the legality of buying this sort of stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's fine. I do this all the time. It's as easy as buying chocolate.
Okay, there's probably like 0 laws in this country, whatever. I don't even think this is Japan. Like, I know it says it's Japanese stuff, but what kind of place has no laws on that kind of chemicals, man? Sorry, I'm getting too far into it. Anyway, so last time I checked, she hadn't invented a machine which could give her telepathic powers.
It's a pill, actually.
What?
Sorry, I was talking to my parents. Anyway, I have to go.
That's fine. Well, I'll see you tomorrow then.
I'll see you tomorrow, too.
Bye, have a great time.
Well, goodbye. The ball of silence. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, we are going to like pick this up in the next part. We're going out with Kiyoko this time, it seems. So I don't know what's gonna happen. She is buying chemicals with us for her science experiments. We will see what happens next. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed more of Sounds for Love here. And yeah, I don't know what to say for the outro because I don't know if much really happened here other than like Naomi just telling us, alright, let's get the plan in motion. So yeah, anyway, that's it for this part, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.